When is it more active? When is that belief running? Have you seen when it's running? That I am my body.
I think it runs all the time,
Okay.
except for the few moments,
Oh.
of like when I really knew I was love.
Yes.
Because then it wasn't I wasn't identified as the body.
Okay.
And I guess, when I meditate, I sort of feel, I lose the sense that I'm the body.
Okay. Okay.
Sometimes. Not last night. Last night the mind was running and then I felt identified with mind.
Okay, sure. Okay. Can you step back and see your body? Like, have you an ability?
Observe?
Yeah. Have you an ability to see Connie's body sitting there, but from a perspective that's outside of it?
No, it feels like I can't do that.
Okay. Okay.
I could pretend to do it, act as if. Would that be helpful? But it doesn't
really.
feel right.
Not
It doesn't
really.
really feel authentic
Okay. Okay.
or honest.
Let's come at it from a totally different side.
Mm-hmm.
The desire to lose the attachment to the idea. Blah, blah, blah. What about the desire for, and the belief system, it would be better if I wasn't identified with my body.
Right.
And I'm running a desire to drop identification with my body. What about dropping that desire?
Yeah, that feels more relaxed.
Yeah.
Just let it be until
Let it be
it
until
dissolves.
it falls away.
Yeah, until it just happens.
Even to the point of, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Even to that. Otherwise, you're like just postponing the
Right.
desire.
Right.
We just put it on a low burn
Right.
there, Even if it doesn't happen, that's cool too. That whatever way it's happening.
So that goes to the desire to even be awake. Because I put the two together.
Yes.
It has to happen to be awake.
Yes. Yes. So we're on the desire to wake up.
Right.
Can we drop it?
It's hard. At times I have, but
Seeking, or the activity of going to satsang, even if it isn't propelled by a seeker, the activity of going to satsang or whatever is going to continue, regardless of whether you have the desire to wake up or not. That doesn't need a seeker. There is another flow that's doing that. There is something else that's breaking down the I. The I helps it along sometimes, but it's going to happen anyway. It just moves in that way. It's like those leaves that are just coming on the trees are going to fall off.
it feels like I do so much efforting.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's really, it's exhausting, it's tiring.
Aha. Aha. Okay.
Yeah, spiritual efforting.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I really liked in DC last weekend when you talked about telling people to kick back and relax. That really helped me.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so if we look at the efforting, the spiritual efforting that goes on, if that wasn't to happen, how would it be? Does fear arise? Do you feel you'd lose your
I guess
something?
I get afraid I'd get seduced, actually, by sensations, by, music and sex and dancing and just being really physical. And then it
Yes.
feels like all that attention is drawn to activity and sensation,
Okay. Is there something in that realm of music, sex, dancing, that sensational world, is there something in there that needs to be given another twirl? Honestly.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, then why would it pull you? How would it pull you then? if you've seen through it?
Well, I don't know if I've seen through it. I feel like I've been fulfilled sexually, and I did a lot of dancing last year, a lot, and then I just dropped it.
Yeah.
And now I think about going back to it. But I just got so caught up in it.
Did you? Okay.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's more dancing, but the sex feels fulfilled.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. At a certain point, it's you know, if we call the efforting tightening the reins, and loosening the reins is whatever, going with the flow of wherever the senses lead you. There's a lot to be said for like a time of when the reins are tightened and a time when the reins are loosened. You still have the reins in your hand. Mm-hmm. Do you know? Mm-hmm. Sometimes it feels like it's kind of all or nothing, and if I went into the senses I might lose the plot altogether, but yet this is exhausting. It's like, can we go in the middle?
Yeah.
Can we just go in the middle?
Yeah.
Walk the middle path?
Well, it's like, right, okay, so then I guess, like my parents said they're going to go to Greece for their 60th wedding anniversary. I said, oh, I'd like to go. And it's like, and then that pops up and I'm like, you know, shit, like I still want experience. Because I hear you say, like, you have to be done with experience. So I guess I use that against myself.
Okay, so I'd like to go arises around the Greece story. Okay. Is that just a thought, or is it yours full on? Is it desire? Is that desire coming in and it's not seen? Or is it just cruising by? Do you really want to go?
No, I guess there's a preference, but not a real,
okay.
You know, so yeah, it might be just the thought.
Okay. If it's just a thought and not like, oh man, I want to go.
Yeah.
You know, if it's that, okay, fine, we're talking desire. But if it's just, oh, I want to go, but actually, if I don't, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Fine. Know the difference of what's a preference and what's a desire. Preferences are fine, they'll always be there.
Yeah.
But the thing about a preference is if it gets satisfied or not, you don't really care a whole lot.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's the difference. That's the difference. It's subtle, huh? So it's fine for your voice to say, oh, I'd like to go. Mm-hmm. But let's see if there's is there an attachment to going or not? That's the difference. That's what we're after.
So no, in that situation, there doesn't feel an attachment.
Aha. Fine. Okay then. So, to waking up.
Yeah.
I'd like to wake up.
Yeah, that's
if I do,
an
I do.
attachment.
If I don't, I don't.
Right.
Land
There's
at that
an
place.
Attachment there.
All right. Well, then that's the work. You land at that place of, well, if I do, I do. I don't, I don't. Because that desire is feeding the effort.
Yeah.
Because the effort is exhausting. It's like, hold on. It doesn't need to be exhausting. If it's exhausting, then some other experience needs to be had. The intensity of efforting is trying to change in some way. Do you see?
Mm-hmm.
So
how to step back from it.
To loosen the reins a little
just,
bit, huh?
Right.
Loosen the reins a little bit.
Just be content with where I am.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And to trust that it's playing out beautifully.
Yeah.
You know?
I definitely feel more relaxed and more spacious.
Yes. Yes.
And you know, I see progress, I'm going to say, with my personality, and I'm really happy about that.
Sure.
I've been waiting a long time for that.
Sure.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely a big shift since last year even, I can see it. Yeah, you're moving a lot. So kick back, Connie, huh?
Yeah.
Kick back a bit. And drop the attachment to waking up. Drop the attachment to that. Because it's feeding everything else to such an extent.
Just be content.
Yes.
Right here.
How it is how it is. Something is unraveling itself and you're just watching it unraveling itself rather than I'm making this happen. It's like, hold on, just less intensity. Just soften the whole thing so that something can relax. And in the relaxing, what I'm tricking you to do actually is just surrendering to the flow that's unraveling you anyway. I'm actually talking about surrendering and having less control over it. So I'm kind of encouraging that to kick in. Do you see? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So kick back a little bit. Work on that desire for awakening. Because the pull to wake up, you can't stop it now anyway. Because now that we've teased through the thing that brings you to satsang, you're not going to be able to stop this. You've gone too far. Do you know? Something is all, it's like, it's got its own momentum. It's all right.
Yeah.
So then in the kicking back, in the removing the plug from the desire or the pressure to wake up, let's see what balances out. Some kind of a middle road will come in. There will be less efforting. It will just find a new balance. Because the efforting that is strenuous is motivated by a desire. Even if it's the desire for waking up, it's still a desire. Out with it. Don't plug into it. And recognize the difference between preferences and desires. Like the thing to grease, it's just a preference. It's got no power.